What a hit that hits him 65%. And does it go in? It goes in! It goes in!
The line swing 5-1. 4v2, 4v1, 4v none!
Hello, Bio Nation. I hope you are doing well tonight. My name is Matt Williamson.
My name is Magic Ninja 107.
My name is Spencer or Static.
And you are watching Marietta College Esports. Yeah, it's a little cozy in here, but that's okay because we got a lot of people here to talk about a very exciting Rainbow Six Siege match against WVU Tech. We're already getting things set up in the lobby, so we're going to try to get to announcements very quickly in this best of three. First of all, it looks like for game one, it is going to be Border with Marietta defending first. So I'm going to turn it over to you for a second, because I know you've been with the team for a little while. Mm-hmm. What's your take on starting with Border for this first map?
So I'm going to go ahead and assume that Border was not the first one, and they chose Chalet because Border was a map that we didn't really practice a whole lot last year, at least to my experience. I think it'll be interesting to see what they do. I don't know if they have strats for it or not. But, it'll be interesting to see how they play this.
Okay. And Ian, what are you looking forward to see in this matchup?
Honestly, from the last game, I want to see them come out ready to play. I want to see them make a statement. I want to see them win. Obviously, we always want to hope for a win, but to show that they can bounce back from a loss, persevere, and have a really great game. I'm super excited for this game.
All right, yeah, so they're talking things over and getting everyone in here. So let's go over a couple things. So first of all, let's go over the roster for our Rainbow Six team here. So I'm just going to go down the list. We're going to have our captain, senior Aaron Crum Spoon, leading the team. We're also going to have freshman Logan Foles Bayer playing. We're going to have sophomore Trey Johnson Pelican playing. We're going to have sophomore Drew Barton Nihil playing. We're going to have sophomore Dylan Maskell Bach playing. We'll also have freshman Gavin Reynolds Red. I think he's not in map 1, but he might be going into game 2. We'll just see how things go. And shout outs to all of our coaches, head coach Derek Games, and then Matt Argerbright Strato and Colin Stafford Knight. All right, checking the chat here. We could be starting any second, so I need to fly through some of the announcements. So first of all, we did put out on social media the other day that we are teaming up with Buy Blue Light. They've been one of our supporters, and we are doing a fundraising campaign to see if we can raise enough funds to get blue light glasses for all of our students. We have already raised $150 so far, so thank you so much for your support. We're going to be doing this all month of October, so you can go to bit.ly/MCX by Blue Light. The QR code is up on your screen, so please be sure to check that out. And I think we're getting things already started, so we're just going to have to save the other announcements for later on. Marietta was defending. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get things underway with the bands. There it goes. It does pop up. All right, so I'm going to turn it over to you guys to talk about bands and what you notice and anything.
I'm going to turn this one over to Static here, as I am still pretty new. What goes through the players' minds with the banning process?
So typically, as I mentioned before, Jackal is a very common ban. Mostly before these maps, you have your bans predetermined unless you scout it off.
Really? What is the reasoning behind that?
It's, so in competitive, most things are... I'm trying to find the right words here. It's very straightforward. A lot of the same strats for the same players, or same teams.
Doki being banned here. Mm-hmm. Interesting one. Doki was a pain in the side of Marietta in the last match. WVU banning them quickly.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Yeah, Dokkaebi was a big factor in that last one, but WVU Tech actually banned it instead of the captain, so interesting choice.
There are a lot of long-range holds, so I don't see that Dokkaebi ban being very surprising.
Fenrir being banned as well. That was banned in the last match. Why is Fenrir almost insta-lock a ban?
So Fenrir has gadgets that you can throw up on the walls, and you get 4 of them. So you can throw up 4 different gadgets, and you can activate them at any time.
Oh, wow.
And if one that's activated gets broken, you get the call back. That wasn't originally how it was. Now you get the call back and you can put them up on any spot of the map.
Valkyrie also being banned for Marietta here. A very interesting one considering her camera abilities, but maybe that's just because that they may play Zero. Mute coming out here. Very smart. Jaeger as well.
I'm not surprised from the Valkyrie ban from Marietta. We seem to have quite a bit of an issue with Valkyrie.
Warden being picked here for Marietta as well. Warden, not an operator that you see a lot of play with, unless his gadget has been changed from the last time.
His gadgets stay the same. He just got the 1.5 scope removed, so a lot of the people that used to play him don't play him as much anymore.
Okay. Marietta here on defense here. The bombs in, I believe, where are the bomb sites on this map?
Yeah. The bomb sites?
Yes.
This looks like it's office archives, and from the looks of WVU Tech, it's looking like they're going to try to do a Monty plant here, and we're going to see how Marietta defends it.
Ooh, this is going to be an interesting one here. Reinforcing walls here. Again, one drone down for WVU, two drones. Drones will be a big part of this. And here we go, round one.
Nitro Cell is going to decide this round here.
Exactly. No bombs being found for WVU Tech. Already on Spoon destroying the hatch there to get some sight lines. Just swapping between cams.
Give me a second as I get cameras fixed up here because the order is definitely not what I thought it was going to be.
Just checking cams here. Very much a slow start to the round, and then things kick up pretty much a long game here.
So based off of what I'm seeing, they're going to try to push through this door right here that we're looking at right now. And they're going to try to turtle plant. The Monty's going to walk through that door, turn around, and try to plant. We'll see how Marietta defends this.
Here we go. Pelican getting out of prone, off of cameras. You have no audio when you are in cameras here. Fire getting one drone. Getting a drone down. Seeing another drone. Destroying the drone again. Denying some more intel. There's Spoon in prone, watching that door.
And Monty looks like
he's going to see one. That is a blitz, I believe.
That's a Monty.
A Monty, my
He's
fault.
pushing through the office single window.
Oh, he saw the foot. He saw the foot. That's all you need in this game is a foot. He's going to get one. Spoon with the first kill. Good shot there. A few shots coming through from Pelican to try and tag a little bit of damage. He did just wall banging there. He would have held up just a little bit longer. He's gonna go.
It's looking like they're trying to set up this Monty plant here.
Spoon taking a bit of damage here. Ninja remover getting down by Pelican and removed by Pelican as well.
Yeah, they can still execute this with the Capitao outside of the archives window. You see him right there.
Monty just keeping his shield up. Capitao. Yes, Spoon goes down here. And here we go.
They just kind of need to hold off the plant here. WVU Tech is looking for a plant right outside the archives wall or door.
Yes. Mute the jammer going down.
And
Late Hack gonna get a nice shot there. Making it a 2v4. A trade, I believe. They've located the
now
bomb
Monty's
sites.
going to try and turtle plant here. Here goes the C4.
C4. Capitao taking hits. 48 and 4 as well.
Marietta's playing this very well.
Yes. How hard is it to defend once the bomb goes down with Monty?
It's typically very hard because once Monty plants, he can sit on the bomb in a corner and nobody can really do anything about it unless there's a nitro cell or impact.
They're getting him down, the diffuser down, and that's just going to be a little bit too much. 5 seconds here for WVU Tech, and he's just going to run. Defenders winning the first round. Like you said, defended really, really well there.
And since I'm going to assume they saw that coming, since most people on Border, they always try to do that Monty push, they probably knew it was coming, and when you know it's coming, it's a lot easier to defend.
Very smart there.
But they did do that very well.
Mute Cade coming out here. Bathroom and Teller's bomb sites this time. Castle with the castle walls. Oryx
is very good on this map because he can vault through hatches. So what I'm assuming they're going to do is they're going to open up the hatches, and then Spoon's going to be able to rotate throughout the map a lot better because of those hatches that they're going to open.
Very smart play here. Here we go. Just reinforcing. It's pretty much the same. WVU locating one of the bombs. One drone down here as well. It's just It's just a very slow start to the round, then things things kick up very quickly here.
So talk about the drone. So speaking of the drone, I can't
The drone
talk.
phase.
Yeah. So talk about the importance of those drones during the setup phase.
So
For
the
WVU
drone
Tech.
phase, the thing that they drilled into our heads when we played is you have to save drones. So like getting a pre-placed drone inside the building is the #1 goal. And if you get it shot, you essentially lose a cam. And if you lose a cam, that's less intel that you would have. So
Yes.
as many cams in the building as possible without getting them shot or red pinging.
Yes. The scannability on the drone also giving out everything that they need, telling the opponents that they have been scanned. There is a camera on the outside of border that does show into the spawn of the attackers, I assume. Spoon just getting a little bit more destruction here. Repel on there. He heard the repel. They're just playing, trying to keep this as slow as possible.
I see they're opening the hatch right now just in case they needed to rotate out. So what they're trying to really do up here is they're trying to waste time. They're trying to not let WVU Tech get vert over the objective. Getting vertical is like seeing through the ground. They're trying to make sure they can't do that. And their job is to stay up there as long as possible and die if need be if it wastes enough time.
Okay. A drone being spotted out there. A camera also being spotted and destroyed from Marietta, denying any more intel.
Looks like
He's gonna see him.
WVU it looks like they are going for a top-down clear, but it's not going so well.
Yes.
Because we have players in good position for it.
Yes. Very smart play here. Oh, he's just gonna get him Spoon with the nice little thing. Gets, I believe, air blasted away.
That was an air jab from Nomad.
Okay. Air jab from Nomad there, pushing him away. Getting him down. A trade 1-for-1 here. 4v4, 4v3 as Pelican goes down here. And now this gets a little bit more difficult for a 3v3 buyer, making it possible. Here we go. They just need to keep time on their side, make time an issue for WVU. Buyer getting another one, double kill on Buyer. Here we go, 2v3.
48 seconds. So, I mean, there's still a lot that can happen in this short amount of time.
What you want to do in this scenario is stay patient. You know, you only have 40 seconds, and there's 2 people alive. You have 3. You have the man advantage. You want to stay alive.
He's gonna get him. Triple kill for Buyer there. Very much staying alive, but also trying to end this round very quickly here. Buyer getting 3. Buyer
Is he gonna see the guy top metal? He's not.
He's not. Watching that. Interesting here. He's on. You can see he's swapping from support mode.
Oh, he heard him.
He heard him getting downed, unfortunately. But that's all the time that they need. Time not on their side here, as WVU has to make something happen, and Niall very, very quickly putting that down for the second round win. Very smart, very patient play from Marietta, wins them the round. What are your thoughts?
You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I've only played with Byre and Nihil like probably twice a piece. They are both really good players, great additions to this team, and I really like them on this team.
Master Chief coming
It's
out.
like you noticed how I said, you know, you might want to stay calm in that 2v3, and Byre is just like, nope, I'll go kill him.
Because against everything you're saying,
yeah.
You're supposed to be patient and wait for him to come to me. He's like, nah, I'm just going to go and take him out.
Yeah.
He's good at it.
He's good at it. Sometimes it is the plays that they do not expect that are the best plays here. Ventilation and workshop the bomb sites. As again, it's the drone phase again. 1 drone going down. 2 drones down here. Marietta denying any and all information, but only able to locate the bomb sites. As they're still just going to reinforce as much as they can.
I mean, at this point, since Marietta has won the first 2 rounds, that they have to play the 3rd site. So even
Yes.
if WVU Tech did not locate the bomb, they know exactly where the bomb's going to be located.
5 seconds remaining.
Yes, they have a general idea of where it is. I can't remember off the top of my head if there's 4 or 3 sites. It's been a minute since
Maybe I'm wrong. I thought there was 3, but
There
then
probably
again,
is 3. I don't know.
I would just assume there was always 3 sites per map, but maybe I'm wrong.
Jaeger here with his ADS placing down. They do not have to worry about frags in a few of them. Ute still here. His jammer's very much a pinnacle part to the defense here. They're just gonna Spoon playing a very aggressive angle. I think. I don't know if that's just how you play this map.
Again, they're just trying to deny the top down upstairs. I'm interested. The castles usually the castles go up top to defend the top down, and they've utilized a lot of them downstairs. So let's see how they play that upstairs. They must just be confident in their gun skills.
Exactly. Here we go. The camera going down. Another camera going down here, denying any and all information.
Looks like they're all going through security, and with a ram, I'm going to assume that they're going to try to get vert here very shortly. Yeah, they have their entire team is in security right now.
Gridlock as well coming out. The tracks could be a bit of an issue. The jammer going to pick up the drone as well. This is going to be an interesting play. Fire leaning out. Here's some destruction going on. That destruction was just to get a line of sight, a pixel here, but that's all you need in Siege to see them. Spoon gonna take one down, but not without taking a little bit of damage here. 45, the worst for wear. Buyer also gonna get one here, making it a 3v4 as Sith Lord Sam coming back with another one. Buyer gets a little bit of damage on the Gridlock, all he can do to stay alive. B-Hack pinging out, communication key in a game like this, and he's just gonna get downed.
That's the vert that I mentioned earlier. Looks like Buck made some holes in the ground. You could see him run by. So their whole team right now is just trying to get vert on the site so they can pinpoint.
That ability, eating the floor up. We saw that a lot in the last match on both sides, just eating the floor up, getting all these sight lines here.
That is a ram.
Gonna get shot at. Stun grenade going out, and he's just gonna have to run back to live. 34, 18, and 125 on Pelican. They get him down. Pelican gonna get him. The dropping, the diffuser. Nile going down. Smoke going out, just spraying through the smoke, gonna tag.
Looks like WVU Tech's gonna. Oh wait, they don't have the bomb.
They don't have time. Diffuser down. They're gonna have to make something happen here. A double kill, 2v1, and I think he should just play it smart. And there it is, defenders. Very, very smart
Marietta is
play there.
off to a great start right now. I'm not sure if they're just going off the dome with these strats or not, but they're working out very well and they're playing as a team.
Armory, lockers, and archives, the bomb sites here. Bandit, Mute, the selections. Mute we've seen almost every round. Goyo, an interesting pick here. Why Goyo?
You see, last time they tried to do it, looks like they're not going to do it again, but they can go back to the archives, and if you have a Goyo, you can stop the Monty plant by shooting the Goyo. It causes the whole area where the Goyo is shot. You're probably going to see him. You go back up 1 floor. You're probably going to see him put one on that archives door, so that, in order to deny the Monty plant. Because if you shoot it, sets the whole thing on fire. You can regroup, reposition, and then ideally defend it better.
Apparently, they really do not like that multi-strat the first round.
No.
Yeah, see, he's putting the Goyo on the archives door right now. So as soon as they break that barricade, that fire's going to go off, and it's going to put a halt to their attack.
Yes, very smart play there. Just wasting as much time as possible. Pretty much the job of the defenders.
Yeah, and we've seen so far in these first 3 rounds, the Pioneers have done a very good job at just denying WVU Tech from advancing to help eat up that clock. Mm-hmm. So we'll see if they do that again with the round starting up.
It doesn't look like they are going for a Monty plant again. It looks like I'm going to go ahead and assume they're probably going to go through security again if they're not going to go through the archives door.
It's pretty much an attacking, pretty much a 5v6 for the attackers, as time is also an enemy for your attacking. Now, there's the interesting thing. If you go back to the A site here, they did not destroy. I do not think that they destroyed. No, they did not destroy that hatch. The reasoning unclear as to why. on the A side.
It will probably get busted somewhere in the middle of the round, if I had to assume. If it needs busted, it'll get busted, but if not, they won't do it, because, you know, you can cook nades and throw it through the hatch if you need to.
Yes. The Goyo going out there, trying to just waste as much time as possible.
See, now since that Goyo went off, it put a halt to them going through that window, and now they know where they're pushing from.
Car battery going down.
Looks like they're trying to bandit trick the wall there.
Car battery going down. An EMP grenade.
Done perfectly. Now see, what Nihil's doing right now is he is bandit tricking the wall. So if you put down a bandit, like a bandit battery, as somebody's putting a breach down, it'll cancel the breach and get rid of it completely.
Giving a little bit of damage there as well on the thermite, I assume. Okay. And now the action starts to heat up here. As one drone's going down, they lose a drone. Oh, Stones almost eating lead there. Some fire going out. There's 72 and 38 as what they have to work with right now. A 4v5, Spoon taking one down very quickly, very easily. He's just gonna be able to barely miss him. The diffuser has been dropped here.
They're just swapping everything.
They swap the person.
Yes. Gridlock here taking the bomb. Gridlock taking a little bit of damage there. They're just trying to stall very much. Damios going down, but not out yet. He's gonna down another one. Very smart. Just this line of sight. And all that he needed there. Very quick, very...
What a shot by B-Hack there. This is, to my knowledge, his first game playing, and he's been holding his own.
Very smart. Always the pressure. Thinking about that. Buyer getting Ninja Remover down. WVU Tech dropping it. B-Hack getting a double here. Nerves not really much an issue for B-Hack, as the defenders are going to win, eliminating all the opponents here. Enemy operators. The camera going out. The camera really didn't help there. And here we go. In 2 rounds, they will swap sides. However,
it's just a great job by the Pioneers.
This is the fastest start I've ever seen them get off to, and defense is easier than attacking, but you know this is one of the strongest starts I've ever seen them off to.
Exactly.
Yeah,
very rarely do you see them win all 3 sites in a row and then go back and win the next one.
And considering that you were talking about earlier how you're not sure if they even had strats for this map.
It doesn't really matter.
Based off of the Goyo switch, I'm gonna assume that they didn't, and they prepped for that like in the moment. So I'm gonna assume that they're doing this all off the cuff right now.
If we get to a post-game interview, we're gonna have to talk to them about that and see what their thoughts are and their strategy for this map.
Very, very quick start here. 4-0 in favor of Marietta here. And again, it's just reinforce as much as you can possibly can to open up sight lines and destroy the drones. One drone already out for WVU.
Looks like WVU Tech is probably going to go for the vertical play again with the Ram in play.
They have an ace here. Very quick, very interesting
Looks like
play
we
here.
got Byre and Spoon on the vertical, watching for that top-down clear.
Like you said, the top-down clear, a pretty common strategy here. They're gonna just try to stall again, just try to keep as much time and waste as much time as they can. Here we go, just watching for that. We may see him open up this
spot by
sideline.
Spoon. I like this spot. I like this play a lot.
The grenade going out there. Oh, he didn't get one. But he's gonna open up a few sidelines. He's gonna note that and combat that there were a few there. I thought he was gonna get one, but it doesn't matter. Byron getting one, making it a 4v5. I thought he was gonna get one on the grenade there. Very smart play from Spoon, opening up a little bit of a sight line into the enemy spawn, and Iana taking a little bit of damage. 48 still alive, and he's gonna try to repeat this. Iana just trying to get out of there, and he's just gonna go down. Looked away at the wrong time. Timing at its finest there. Here we go. A 4v4.
Looks like BHack has moved upstairs to replace Byray.
Very
Since they know
quick.
that they're going for a top down, they know that most of the team's going to be upstairs.
Very
Although,
smart.
looks like most of them moved to downstairs.
Yep. Pelican getting one down. Again, 3v3. Very quick on the trades here. Very quick, efficient movement. And oh, that was an Iana clone. He's going to note that.
He's just gonna fall back knowing he's gotten spotted, but
Swapping the diffuser over. No, Ace gets downed here. And he's just going to try to go for Ace again. Gonna go on 8. BHack on 8 health. He's just gonna try spamming through the wall, getting that. A very smart play. Just gonna continue to spam through the wall.
I believe that was smoke. He smoked off the doorway so that he couldn't see him, but BHack knew that they were still there and he pre-fired through the smoke.
Very smart play. A lot of intuition being used here. And I believe that's I heard that piece of equipment there.
That's a RAM gadget. I don't know what it's called. I know it's a RAM gadget though.
To eat, yes.
I'm blanking on the name.
Yep, the drone getting quickly spotted and stopped right now. 16 on the RAM. And they're pretty much the worst for wear. And it's been BHack who's been keeping the pressure on, making WVU Tech uncomfortable. They're just going to dry peek. What are you doing? Nice.
he's got the smoke as well to help delay it. But yeah, 3 seconds left. Can they hold out?
2-1-0. Defenders winning round 5. Very patient play here.
Yeah, this is an incredible start for BHack. Has he played a game? Do you guys know?
The thing that's really interesting is, like, I know he plays with the team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's played a single match last year.
He did not. He was a great player. He just lacrosse got in the way and he couldn't do it. But now, now that he's getting his time to shine, he's
shining
himself.
like a star here. BHack and Byray. Byray?
I think it's Bayer. I think it's how you pronounce
Bayer?
it. I think
Okay.
Bayer.
Byre shining.
Yeah, see, I think there's pronunciation. Yeah, Bayer.
Byre.
We got our cheat sheet, folks, so we know the names and how to pronounce it. We just need to read that cheat sheet.
I butchered that name a little bit ago.
Again,
you're
Spoon
good.
on the mute. Mute a pretty common pick on defense with that jammer. Pelican just reinforcing the wall here. Wall fortified.
And just want to make sure everyone is aware that we are on a 3-minute stream delay, just to make sure that people know that we're preserving competitive integrity. So even though we see what's going on, it's live. What you guys are seeing happened 3 minutes ago. That way there isn't any stream sniping or any information given away, because we want to make sure that everyone has a good time.
I see
Yes.
Aaron on the mute is an interesting play. He typically doesn't play very many support operators. A mute is what we would call a support operator.
I believe mute might have been.
Roaming with mute. Oh, it's the strategy I was talking about earlier when they castle off the upstairs of this site and then fully clear out the top down.
Here's one question that has been bugging me.
Okay.
What goes through their mind when they use the reinforcements? Where do you reinforce? And
It depends. I mean, I guess what are you exactly asking?
like you don't just reinforce every single wall you see.
No.
As
It's
a
very
few of them.
strategic and planned out. It's I couldn't explain it to you in words. I would have to
Probably
show
because it's
you.
mostly like intuition.
Well,
He
I
does
just
it.
droned him.
That was a very smart play. Knowing that somebody may be there, the trigger discipline showing there. Very smart play.
going back to the walls, I think if I remember right, like a lot of it comes down to in your strategy, you want your opponents to go a certain way. So you wall off so that way you're kind of deciding.
In
How
a
they're
sense,
gonna
yes.
Castle has been targeted by Deimos here. Cannot really panic here. Deimos, he's gonna take a few hits here. I love this angle. Gonna get him, Spoon. Very quick on the trigger there. Oh, Spoon almost getting punished. They know he's there. They know it. The C4 going out. I thought he was gonna do the C4.
He saw them.
He's gonna do the C4. Send it. He's gonna get one with the C4. Very smart play there. They're going out with a triple kill with the shotgun. Spoon going off right now. Oh, he's gonna get down though.
Do not let Spoon fool you. That SMG-11 is very hard to control. He just does it very well. And now just because he was up there, even though he died, he eliminated over half their team. So now all Marietta has to do is just sit and play the waiting game.
Very smart there. The tracks being spotted. Gonna destroy the tracks.
Never mind.
Here we go. Like you said, the waiting game having to be played with a triple kill from Spoon. Spoon going off there, making it uncomfortable. It's really been B-Hack, Buyer, thank you, and Spoon, and can't really say that. All of the team has been playing really, really well and keeping WVU uncomfortable in these first 5 rounds.
I mean, part of it as well is like Pelican and Nihil have been playing defensively.
What a shot from Nihil.
What a shot. Oh, just spraying through the wall there. 10 seconds. Like I said, it's basically 1v5 for WVU Tech right now with time on their side. They just know. They're just going to keep spamming through the wall. And just to add a little bit. And that's a 6-0 victory here. Is it?
Well, not yet. They still have one more. They have to win at least one round on attack.
One round on attack.
One round on attack. Match point.
We get to see what they were talking about previously. Let's see if they pull it out.
I think. Oh, you think?
I'll call it out if they.
Yeah, let's see if they do the thing.
Armory archives here.
Yep.
They're doing the thing.
They're doing the thing.
There we go. Capital, Monty, Buck, Nomad, and Ying here.
I am a firm believer that this strategy does not work as we saw in the first round. The whole team swears it does, but I guess we'll see how it plays
If
out.
we weren't on a 3-minute stream delay, I would do a gamble on the stream right now just to see what everyone's thoughts are. Will they actually pull this off?
I hope I eat my words and we get a 7-0 victory.
I would always love to see it. Marietta College quickly locating the bomb sites here. And it's going to be up to WVU Tech to deny the Monty plant, waste as much time as they possibly can. Let's see.
See, they don't have any trap operators, so the Monty is going to be able to walk in there for almost free. They have 2 nitro cells, which are going to be the Mira and the Cade, and that's going to be the only stopper they have for this Monty plant. Let's see if they can.
And the castle as well. But
all right, we're just going to go straight to Pelican's point of view with this as the Monty, just leading the charge.
Here we go. Spoon also up there. We're just going to go straight here. Now, a view that we really don't get to see very often. He's going to go prone. Just continue to go.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
A Claymore coming out just for flank. Another Claymore going out. Here we go.
I'm deja vu watching this. We tried this in scrims back when I played all the time. It was not very successful, but let's see how they execute this.
Here we go. What's gonna happen? As Pelican going to be able to lead the charge here.
Looks like Spoon is firing off some Capital bolts.
Yeah, the bolts.
B-Hack throwing the Ying Candelas. Looks like they're planting right now.
Oh, he's gonna just get down. He's gonna keep going. He gets it.
Found it through the vert.
Very
Looks
smart.
like they're gonna get this plant off.
17 health, and they found the activated diffuser, but that's not gonna matter. B-Hack again going off here. Nerves not really an issue, just showing how good of a player he is. Oh, Ying's gonna get one. Spoon gonna get one here.
Perfectly executed.
Well executed. Spoon getting down, but that might be all that
As long as Pelican stays alive, they win this round. They're out of C4s. They have no more C4s.
And that's what they're gonna need. The air blast.
All Pelican has to do is just sit on this bomb.
Air blast, very smart here. Yes, I get it.
You can hear the cheer.
I'm gonna get an earful for this one.
And a flawless victory here. And yeah, both of us, all 3 of us in the booth, eating our words. We love to see it. 7-0. A quick start, a statement start here for Marietta College.
And finishing off with the Monty strat that just did.
You saw WVU Tech couldn't pull it off, but Marietta did it flawlessly.
Exactly.
Marietta was just like, anything you can do, we can do better. But yeah, a very dominating performance by the Pioneers. I mean, what a statement game.
Exactly. Coming back from the loss last time and going, that doesn't bother us. We lost 1 game. It is still early in the season. Let's go out and win this thing. Excited to see the rest of the game here.
Yeah, double checking. The next map is going to be Chalet. So what should we be expecting for this one?
I really believe that they're going to play this map better. Even though they're attacking first, I believe they're going to play this map way better. It's a map they're way more comfortable on. So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see how both teams play.
Would you say it's a comfort pick for them?
Yes,
Okay.
I would.
And also the 7-0 victory coursing through their veins, the adrenaline, the confidence a little bit high for them. We may be able to see some of their best work.
Yep. But I do believe that everyone is going to be taking a little bit of a break. So we're going to take a break ourselves. So great job for that first map here, but don't go away. We'll be back in a few minutes with the second map of the series. Right. Okay, there we go. Making sure we're unmuted. All right, we're welcome back. We should be getting into the second map very quickly. The ready checks are going out. As we said earlier, it is going to be Chalet with Marietta on offense. So any takeaways from like the talking with the team, but in between the maps, or anything we should be looking forward to? Or?
We all got an earful from the last round. I mean, we ate our words.
I typically always say that strategy doesn't work, but it did, and yeah.
But on the flip side here, in the defending round, the first round for Marietta, they did what WVU Tech did, the same strategy. How about Marietta, again, taking advantage, knowing that it's going to happen, and defending it perfectly?
Yeah, they were definitely prepared for it, and then they just showed this is how you do the most.
This is how you do it.
I look for an even more dominant performance out of Chalet than
yes.
the previous map.
Okay, now they are going to be on attack first, though, and usually with most of these maps, defense has a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, I do trust both of our entries. Both of our entries are great. I watched a little bit of the game last week, and Bayer and Nihil are just incredible at running for each other, and I think they're going to clear with no problem.
This is going to be an interesting second map here. A comfort pick for Marietta, but let's see if they don't take their foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, we're still waiting for things to start, so I'm just going to throw out a couple announcements since we didn't get a chance to do that early on. So, of course, we're always looking for more students for our esports program, so we're recruiting for Fall 25, whether you're a high school senior, a college transfer, or even if you're a current Marietta College student, there's always walk-on opportunities. So, we have our varsity titles in Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch 2, Rainbow Six Siege, of course, since we're streaming that right now, but we also have Rocket League, Smash Brothers, and Valorant. We have our facility here on campus. We have our coaches. We have opportunities to have our students take more leadership roles, such as shoutcasting, team captains, being involved with athletics, and scholarships are available for high school seniors and college transfers. So for more information, you go to our link tree, linktr.ee/Marietta Esports. It has links to all of our social media channels and all the forms that you need to fill out if you want to try out for a scholarship. Or you can just screenshot this screen right here, which also has the very same links. So yes, we do have the tryouts. We have a couple of in-person tryouts during admissions events. Our next one will be on Saturday, November 2nd. That's just a couple weeks away. So if you are planning to visit the campus, we can set up that tryout while you're here. If you're not able to visit the campus, we do online tryouts. We're doing something a little different this year, where instead of having designated online dates, it's going to be just whatever works with your schedule. You just fill out the recruitment form and the tryout form with the QR codes on the right, and then just select the online option, and then we'll reach out to you to see what day works best for you, and then we can see if we can get some of our teammates to help join you during the tryout process. And of course, you can join our Discord server too at bit.ly/PioDiscord, since that's where our online tryouts will take place. And of course, thank all of you for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your subscriptions. It is one of our main ways that we generate revenue for the esports program to help support our students. And we've been able to use that support for various things, such as purchasing additional equipment or even getting the brand new jerseys that you have been seeing from some of our students. I think they look amazing, in my opinion.
Really, really good, really clean.
Yeah. So your support has helped make that a reality. So just as a reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, there is this thing called Prime Gaming where you can connect your Twitch account and your Amazon Prime account, and it automatically gives you Prime Gaming, which can give you perks. There's not so much with the cosmetic items for games anymore, but you can still get free games. But you do get a free sub that you can use every month for any streamer of your choice. In fact, you might just want to take a look and see, have you used your Prime Gaming sub recently? I think mine's about to expire soon, so I'm going to need to update mine. I've been using it here for things like 53, 54 months or something.
Wow.
Well, I've been doing this for a while.
Quite the streak.
Yes. So please be sure to do that. And the perks that you get for subscribing for us, aside from just the satisfaction of knowing you're supporting our program, but also you get those lovely emotes that you see on your screen, like the GGs, the rips, the pogs, the feel bads. You can do the let's goes whenever we do pull off those Monty strats, or whenever Spoon gets a 3K or a 4K, you can use the hype emotes. Or you can use the long emote whenever we run over a C4 and get blown up or something. Take your pick. But you can use that you can get those by subscribing to our channel. And it looks like everyone is ready, so I need to make sure I get things set up here. So we are going to be on attack. We're going to be Chalet. So let's see if there's any interesting changes with compositions, with bands.
Yes. Some very good sportsmanship in the chat. Good luck having fun. Good luck, have fun going out from both sides here. Banning process coming in, and then we might see another Jackal ban. A Monty ban. What is the thought process behind this?
That's an interesting ban. I'm gonna assume that it was based off of last game. They don't want any Monty pushes. However, I don't know of very many popular Monty Chalet pushes. The one that we previously saw on Border is very well known, and people do it all the time, even in ranked, not just comp. So it's a very interesting ban from WVU.
Ram coming out. I believe Chalet having a lot of destructible surfaces.
It does, yes.
Yeah.
Ram.
And we saw that Ram was a bit of a playmaker here and there with some of the vertical play that WVU Tech was trying to play. So Marietta's just trying to deny that.
Good pick there. Marietta College banning a defender. Mira being banned here. I believe the wall going to be a bit of an issue on this map.
Mirror is a good ban here because when you're on the upstairs site, you can place a mirror looking all the way down the blue or / library hallway, or when you're downstairs in the snowmobile site, you can watch the main breach that they typically breach.
Exactly. Valkyrie also coming out here, denying any more camera abilities here. Marietta, though, I do not remember if Zero is on attack here. Zero is on attack. Ash, Ace, Yana, Sledge, Master Chief, Sledge out for B-Hack.
Keep in mind that when they're on offense, they can still change out the ops if they want to. So I mean, as they are kind of scouting around and seeing where the bomb site is and look at the composition, they might go, let's actually change the strat to something else here.
Yes.
So I won't say that. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that.
Fenrir on the side for WVU Tech as well. Again, the droning phase here. Not losing any drones so far, but have not located the bombs either. They're going to get 2 down already, 2 drones out.
I'm going to assume they know where the site is. Now they're trying to pre-place their drones to make sure that they have enough intel.
Yeah, so even though the game doesn't explicitly say that they have found the bomb, like just based on where the defense is setting stuff up, you can kind of guess where.
A lot of the times you don't need to actually find the bomb. It's nice to have the outline, but a lot of the times you're just looking to get pre-placed cams in the building.
Like we said, the ability to swap the operators on offense there. Coming out, Thatcher being picked as well.
That Thatcher is going to be very key for getting the bolo wall is what it's called in the game. You'll see it here in a second. It'll be right on the other side of that castle. What you got to be really careful for is the run out from this very door right here, but there is a castle on it, so they would undoubtedly hear it if they tried.
Destroying the castle wall there to get some sight lines. They know where one of them is.
And it looks like they're getting the bolo wall as we speak.
From London with love here. Just trying to destroy as much as they possibly can here.
And somebody's going to be shooting the ace charges from mezzanine.
The Chargers trying to get out.
That's huge from WVU. They just got 3 ace charges from that.
Yes.
From the Fenrir playing on the top of mezzanine. It looks like he's getting yellow pinged and
oh, Niles gonna get Hilbert down. Fenrir going out quickly here. They're at a disadvantage. Like, was that Fenrir stuff?
That was Fenrir.
Okay, that I can understand why Fenrir would be banned now. That looks very annoying to play against, as it kind of blinds you.
It does.
And it still does damage, right?
It does not do damage. It just blinds you.
Okay, interesting. Very annoying to play against. Ooh, Ace getting hit by the Legion here. He knows somebody's there. He's gonna peek and he's gonna get one spoon with one as well. Destroying the welcome mat. And here we go. Iana's ability with the body double here. They've located the bomb sites, knowing where they are now. Now they just have to go and plant.
It's important that they play together.
Getting the 4th here, and now they've already located the other one. Gonna get a 4th, and
they need to not get so aggressive here.
Yes.
Getting the plant down is key.
They're just gonna plant the diffuser, apply some pressure, 60, 20, 100, and they're just gonna pre-fire through that. They just know where they are.
Oh,
16
No, we need
on
to
the
just sit
castle.
back.
16 on the castle. They have
Really
to
like the spot
protect.
by Pelican.
Destroying the castle wall. Boom.
Great
Boom.
spot by Nihil.
Boom. Nice. Spoon. I love this angle from Spoon. Spoon getting the castle out there. As you can see him just banging against the castle wall, knocking on the door, and he's just gonna get that too. Great play from Marietta there.
And see, they didn't even get the wall. They were trying to get through the wall and plant behind a little half wall, and they couldn't get that. And yet they still managed to flawlessly get the plant down in the same spot without getting the wall, which is impressive.
Yes, adaptability, a huge part of this game. Again, Fenrir coming out and Finka swapping over here. Finka, of course, the boost, the adrenaline surge, a huge part. Very common to see.
so someone who doesn't play a whole lot of Siege and found out he had some packs earlier and opened them up. Talk a little bit about this Brava, even though Spoon's going to look like going to swap over to 0.
The Brava.
Yeah, that he initially picked.
So what about her? Like what she
Yeah,
does?
what does she do?
So she has a drone, and do you know what Twitch does?
Mm-hmm.
So Twitch shoots opposing gadgets, and it destroys them. Brava can hack them, and so like say the other team has a Fenrir, she can shoot the Fenrir, and the Fenrir will get hacked, and it'll go off against the enemy team.
So it's kind of a little bit like a Mozzie in a way.
A little bit.
A little bit, but it's the gadgets instead
It's
of the
gadgets,
drones.
yeah.
Okay. Instead of
I guess that
drones.
would have been the easier way to describe
The
it.
action phase, 3 minutes here. Again, time a bit of an issue for Marietta in the last match. Not really a big issue here. Learning from their mistakes. Pelican with the diffuser here, destroying the wall to get some sightlines here.
And
A
just as
sledge coming out again for B-Hack to destroy the wall and get as much. He's gonna see him get the drone out of there. Very good ping, calmed. They're just
And
gonna
just by droning that vigil there, it gets him to run away and reposition and possibly flee back to site.
forces a
He
ton
did.
of respect. Availing Storm's gonna take down Spoon. The breaching hammer coming out for Sledge. Breaching 2 areas here, 2 key areas. Seeing that. Checking that corner again as they could go back out. The ping's coming out, communication key in this game. Very quick peeks, very quick angle checks. You can see flicking away.
Looks like they have a yellow ping on that,
Grenade going out.
pushing him down the
The
stairs.
grenade not gonna get anything. Gonna go down and get downed as well. But that's a calm. They know where they are. B-Hack also going down. Double kill for Hilbert.
Yeah, they're just
Double kill for Availing Storms as well.
yeah, they just got pinched right there, and there's not much that can be done.
An unfortunate pinch there. However, 5v1 possible. Still possible, but it might be a little bit too much lifting.
A little bit 5v1. I mean, it's not impossible, but
It would have to be an ace here with time not on his side at all.
Yeah,
But
now
it's
they're just
possible.
trying
It's been done. It has been done. Shots going out from them, and I think this round might just be over, unfortunately.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
They got the diffuser. And he's just gonna run. Just run as quickly as he can to the other site here. He just has to go plant. Fire with a huge first game. He's just gonna check every corner. You gotta think that he had a lot of pressure on him right now.
Yeah,
But
right now, there's not much WVU Tech has to do. They just have to wait for Bayer to move because he has to make the play. So they're just kind of holding their position. But now he's been spotted, and they're going to start trying to collapse on him with 30 seconds remaining.
30
What Bayer's
seconds.
hoping for here is that somebody gets too aggressive and he gets a free pick. Which,
But it's not gonna happen. Very cool, good, solid discipline from WVU. But that's just one round here. 1-1, I believe the score is right now. Like we show, we have 1-1. Master bedroom and office coming out.
'Cause it seemed like a lot of that was just, I mean, they get into the site, but they weren't necessarily looking at the right angles and getting them
so
picked
they were
off.
going for a top-down clear. I don't know what happened. It could have been a missed drone. It could have just been a botched gunfight. But Spoon got taken down early, which is the IGL for the team, which is not ideal.
Yep.
Our games.
The droning phase coming out again.
Location of a bomb.
They're quickly getting the bombs down. 3 drones out for Marietta right now. I believe all their drones are down. No, Spoon's drone still remains, and now they're on the cameras. 3 cameras going out again for Marietta. Like, again, a mechanic that sets this apart from other shooters is when you're dead, you can still swap through cameras going into support mode.
It's interesting you brought that up. That's a very crucial part of playing Siege, is that when you die, you don't spectate. You get right on cams.
Exactly.
Any way you can help your team out, that's what you do.
Finka also there. Finka and Buck coming out. So here we go. Pelican with the diffuser here. The Rappel's coming up. They're gonna rotate a little bit here. The drone, I hear drone. Spoon on drone.
Yeah, just gotta make sure what's clear. I mean, you don't want to just go in blind. You gotta be able to drone your way to make sure it's clear to take one room at a time so that you can work your way towards the bomb site.
Yeah, slowly taking one room at a time. Calling clear. Pelican just waiting for the call. The camera does go out. There, gets destroyed. And I believe that may be the call for Pelican to start at least the push a little bit into the site. Yep, he goes in on that upside down angle. And there we go. Waiting for the Finka boost to come off here. As that may signal the start of the push. I believe this is a vertical, a top down, like you said before, a vertical clear.
Typically you see that a lot in competitive play. You want to go for a top down, make sure you clear every angle before you start collapsing on a site, or else you will inevitably get shot in the back.
Yes. It's something that I have had to learn the hard way a few times. Not staying on drones too long is a good idea also, because you lose all audio when you're on a drone. 1 minute and 30 seconds here. Again, time management, something that was hurting Marietta in the last game. Let's see what they can do. It's still possible. It's still possible. The Fenrir smoke going out, just blinding. He just kind of fires through that just to see if he's gonna get anything. Niall's gonna get one very, very quickly there. Marietta Spoon going down, dropping the diffuser. They have not lost their Finka yet, but the diffuser's stranded in an unfortunate position. Not something you want to see as well. Piano room, Finka going on to, here we go. Just trying to go and clear, keep the drone alive as much as possible. They have to get this diffuser back with 40 seconds left. Again, time and also a big enemy of this game here.
They only got 30 seconds left, and I know they're kind of waiting to see if Tech goes anywhere, but they're the ones that are going to have to make a play. So they're starting to slowly work away, but now they're down to 20 seconds, and they're just going to have to rush in.
They're just going to have to rush. B, do not stop. B-Hack going to get downed by the shotgun there. The fire through the wall going to reveal one person. He's going to get one. He's going to get another. Fire getting two, making it a 2v2, a 2v1. It's still possible. With 5 seconds, it would have to be an elimination. Nothing less will suffice. And it's just he's not going to be able to do it. Unfortunately, here.
See, what I've seen that Bayer does so great, he just gets in the sight. Like, I don't, never seen anybody do it quite like him.
Very quickly.
And he typically wins his gunfights from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little too late.
Yeah, that seems to be a kind of recurring issue, especially on attack, where you just kind of take too long to get into the side, or at least you may get in, but you don't necessarily start making your way. Because we even saw that they were able to at least enter with a reasonable amount of time, but it seemed like as soon as Spoon got taken out, everything just kind of stopped.
If you watch a lot of competitive Siege, a lot of the action of the round typically happens toward the end, and that's like when most teams figure out what they're going to do and how they're going to execute, and I believe that's what they were trying to do.
So, B-Hack may swap over to Thatcher here. Jackal on Bayer on Jackal here. Again, but Jackal not being banned this time. Oh, like you said before, like you mentioned before, Capital swapping over to Brad. Oh, Jackal swapping over to Sledge. 3 swapping.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Like they said, they can swap here, just destroying some, get some sight lines here. What do you think is going through their mind right now? A drone? That is a drone. Up there. B-Hack's drone.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be thrown out, just as we were saying before, like, they're going to have to drone right in the entryway, because if you go into a place that's not well protected, or at least it's protected and they don't spot, they're going to, instead of going in, they're going to get taken out very quickly.
Oh, here we go, the same Thatcher.
As of last, or same thing that happened last round, there is a guy playing top mezzanine, so they got to be careful when throwing these ace charges. They spot him, see if they can clear him out. And they need to clear out this Fenrir before they can do anything to the bolo wall like they tried to last attack round.
Is that Fenrir a big pain in the side with his smoke able to blind?
They don't necessarily
Fenrir
have to
taking
move fast, but they just have to clear out the Fenrir before they can execute on sight.
Yes. The gas going off there as well. And there, he's just gonna push through. Fenrir going down.
Ooh, now they can't get the wall.
A trade there coming out. He barely missed this site.
Looks like they're gonna have to go for sort of the same play, and down goes Nihil.
Yes. Marietta getting the diffuser again. Oh, it's B-Hack getting downed, not killed yet. Just trying to hold, trying to at least do whatever he can. Buyer getting fired at from underneath. Sidelines opened up a lot here. He almost saw somebody, I believe. And she's gonna get that gas grenade out. He's gonna res him with 20 HP here.
Yeah, he's just getting the, okay, so you're right, he does bring it back. They had to deal with the Legion, stuff as well.
Okay, yep. The enemy seeing that breaching hammer coming out, just trying to clear as many angles as possible here.
I'd like to see a drone from Marietta here, maybe. Try to pinpoint where these guys are at.
Gonna get one. Spoon's gonna get one. That trade coming out, and it might 3v1 here right now. Unfortunate.
It looks like WVU Tech played that the exact same way. It just didn't work out in Marietta's favor this time.
Yep. An unfortunate round there for Marietta, but still very possible. 3-2-1, Wine Cellar and Snowmobile. A timeout called by Marietta here.
I'd like to take this time to say that Chalet is a very well-known map. It's not fairly new, so most people know how to defend it. Defending is a lot easier, so that's probably why Marietta's calling a timeout. Talk to their coaches.
Yes, to talk things over. Timeout to slow the momentum of WVU Tech. A timeout can change everything here. Let's see what they come out with after this timeout. But also, what do you think is a little bit different from this round from the previous rounds that we have seen? What do you think is a little different from the previous rounds than we have seen right now?
The only thing I can really see is different is that Marietta's starting on attack, and they're starting off a little bit slower than the previous round. But I feel like once they switch sides, they're gonna pick things back up again and start getting in the field of it.
Defending.
Yeah, as long as they can get like a couple of rounds, or even at least another one. If they go into defense at a 4-2 or 3-3, then that's going to help them when they're on defense. What they don't want to have is going into it like a 5-1.
Yes.
So they still have 2 rounds left, but let's see if they can at least get one of these 2 rounds, and I'll put them in good position.
Yes, going into attack 4-1 is a lot different than 4-2. It makes it 4 and manageable as the Fenrir coming out. Also, a mute coming out as well. Net swap over to Finka. Nile might here.
Deploying jammer. 10 seconds to insertion.
10 seconds, round 5. Here we go.
5 seconds left. Activated.
Keep it deployed. We have some time.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb. Jammer ready.
Here we go.
See where they're going. Oh, just do it this
Staying
way.
pretty quiet in the booth as we are also on the edge of our seats for this round here. Keeping it very close. This is what we live to see for as casters. A game that is very well fought. Not one side giving up.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that top-down approach that you mentioned before, just trying to go for that vertical play to claim one floor at a time.
Coming in, entering in. Nile And they quickly destroy the camera to deny any intel. But I think that's all that WVU needs to make a call. And he's gonna put him on the 4 ping.
Yeah, that's a vigil they were having trouble with last time during this site.
The breaching hammer there. Might be the exact same play. And he's just gonna try to get his drone out of there. And he tried to get him on a timing. Gonna get a little bit though. 53 health. A little bit of the worst word. Not gonna let them go out without punishment here. The Fenrir needing to get out. The Fenrir gas. Nile getting hit by the Fenrir gas. And that's what's going to get him. Nile getting downed by the Fenrir gas. Not the Fenrir gas getting downed as he was blind by the Fenrir gas. Excuse me. Around now, the Finca is out. So this will be interesting to see how this shakes up the round here. Spoon just going to fire through the wall. They try to
By the
open
looks
up
of it, it looks like they're going to try to get the snowmobile wall. Yep, right here. They're going to get the snowmobile wall.
Gonna get him down as the... Ooh,
Great timing by Pelican right there.
very great timing.
Looks like there's a mute on that door.
Yeah, the mute jammer. Oh, the mute jammer going down as the breach comes in. He's gonna get 4-3. An unfortunate gunfight there. Just gonna be able to lose a little bit. 3v3. But not if Bayer has something to say about it. Not letting the death go avenge. He's gonna get him on the behind. Bayer
Great
getting
reaction.
a double kill.
Great reaction by Bayer right there. That bandit caught him by surprise.
1v3. V-hack on the pistol.
B-hack with the pistol.
Very crazy round. They're just saying, okay, you got us down, but we're not out yet. Not letting those deaths go unpunished. Planting the diffuser, a frag grenade going out there. Just trying to the diffuser. Another frag going out, planting diffuser to add a little bit extra pressure here. It's kind of like Valorant. When that spike goes down, you have to make your way through tight quickly, and it's just gonna be the Jiggle Big B-hack going off with a pistol and a rifle kill here. Coming back in the second round after that timeout. One timeout can change everything, and it showed here. One more round before they swap 4-2. What a pivot after the timeout from Marietta, winning this round.
And honestly, I believe 2 is all you need on attack, especially against good teams. If you get 2-3 attack rounds, you consider that a win, because then you just have to hunker down on defense.
Not going with Fenrir on this time on defense, but anyway, this is going to be, I believe this is the 3rd bomb site, so they don't really have to think about too much yet. The bomb sites have already been located here.
Yeah.
No mute though. A castle though. And this is going to be an interesting round here. A 3-3 going into round 7.
Looks like WVU Tech is setting it up the exact same way that they were previously.
It's gonna have to
decides to attack.
Yes, learning opponents' patterns, another big part of any game like this. And here we go. 5 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds till this round starts. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Vigil kind of being an issue in some of these rounds. So what does Marietta need to do to counter against that Vigil?
The Vigil ability itself needs no counter. It's just they need to, in order to get that Vigil out, it's called roam clearing. So what they need to do, they need to find the Vigil, they need to locate him, and then they just need to all collapse on him at once, taking least amount of damage. Ideally none if possible.
Yeah,
So it's all a drone work basically.
A ping also going out there very quickly there to find it.
I did say his
Clearing
ability wasn't useful. However, he can not get spotted by drones. However, if he's near, it'll light up the screen so they know he's up there somewhere.
All right, looks like Pelican did spot someone over there and does get taken out by the drone. Gets taken out Frost at least.
Oh, Marietta College dropping the diffuser here.
Just gets knocked
Oh,
down.
getting hit by the trap and just gonna go down. That trap a huge thing there. Unfortunate. Rolling out the welcome mat as they call it there. Welcome mat gonna get one. They're gonna have to go pick up the diffuser here, and they're gonna play from a little bit of behind. But 5v4, nothing too bad to sweat about here. And the round has slowed down a little bit as Pelican goes out.
I mean, they lost their hard breach. That's going to make it very difficult.
They did. Hard breach isn't as necessary on a site like this where there's not a lot of closed walls. I would say it's not as important as either top floor or bottom floor site, but nonetheless still pretty important.
Drone going out there to see if the drone can get something. A very aggressive angle here. Hilbert getting also on 54 health. Spoon's gonna get one down. Nice job from Spoon there to trade out. 4v4. Gonna get another one. Spoon's gonna take him down. And I'm not gonna be surprised if the Finka boosts Molko off soon.
Actually, it was Bayer that got that last kill.
My
But
fault, then.
it's still a great job there. Nihil does get taken down.
The Finka losing Finka here, but that's all they needed to know. Where they were, Sith Lord Sam on a triple kill, but Spoon gonna
shots by
quickly
Spoon.
sit him down. A triple kill for Spoon. He is going absolutely off this
1v1.
match. Not going off without
They have eyes on
fight.
him.
It's a 1v1 here. They got eyes.
You hate to see that.
That Vigil Boss G is very dangerous.
Yes. Just losing the one, but nothing to hang their head about. A 1v1, a 50-50 chance as they go 4-2 here.
And like I said before, you take 2 wins and you take 2 rounds on attack, that's considered a win. In my book, at least.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's just be a matter of how well they set up their defenses. Because
Yes.
that's good, but they are still a little behind, and they're going to have to play catch up here on defense. Which,
Yes.
but
I
think they
have
can
no
do.
worries for them on defense at all. Although this is a stream where I have been consistently getting things wrong, so
No, it's okay. Hey, I mean, the Monty strat, you never know how that
Yeah.
works. I mean, I have seen the team do like a Monty strat. I can't remember which map it was, but it was the one that was with the sewer. And they just, this was like, I don't know if it was last year when you guys were doing it, maybe it was the year before, but they tried to do a rush Monty strat down the sewer.
it was on Oregon.
Yeah.
That was our
And it
famous.
just completely backfired. Like, you just all died at once.
I remember we tried it twice that I can recall. The first time it did work, the second time it went terribly, but
Last game, also finding the cat and mouse game of Bandit on that one map. That was a fun one to commentate, but we are on this game here. Still setting up some util here. What is going through the minds of the defenders right now? Obviously, other than just intuition. A drone gonna be spotted. Gonna destroy the drone. Deny information. Not gonna be able to destroy the drone. I don't think he did not.
I don't know about trying to shoot a drone with a bailiff. I do now know that Bayer is there.
That's all they need. Oh,
Doki called.
the Doki's calling you. Better pick up the phone or else you
Yeah.
guys are gonna get caught. A big thing that happened last game was that Doki call. Always love to call that. No pun intended. A breach coming out there. Breach going out there. And that's gonna work. WVU Tech locating the bomb sites, getting one. Is this gonna be a top-down approach again here? B-Hack getting down rather quickly. 5v4 situation here.
Tracker on the brow.
Alibi has been targeted by Deimos. Here we go. An interesting little bit of work here. He's just gonna be able to
Going
see.
for a plant here.
He knows where they're at. As the smokes go down, he knows exactly where they may be. The Doki call coming again. Pick up the phone. Turn that thing off. Get and cook, and let's get cooking here.
Looks like a plant
not.
is going down.
Bayer's gonna go down. Spoon's gonna finally say no, as they're just gonna try to deny it. Spoon gonna get one down. Spoon on the double kill. Nile gonna get another one. Nile. Snuz, I'm sorry. Spoon on the double kill. Nile getting one. Actually, I was wrong again. Nile getting one. Getting it down.
Looks like WVU Tech is going to play very passive here as they do have the diffuser down. They're just going to hold very long angles, so it's going to be very hard for Marietta to defuse this bomb.
Frag grenade. Gonna miss them narrowly. This Pelican's gonna peek, trying to get somebody, and he's gonna get 2v1. 1v1. I believe it is a 2v1, 1v1. He's just gonna try to counter defuse.
He's running out of time, so he's going to just try to...
Pre-firing unable to get done, unfortunately.
See, I like what Marietta tried to do there. They tried to refrag the first guy by finding him. Pelican walked out. He gave Spoon all the intel he needed, even just by dying. Spoon swung the first guy, and he immediately knew where the second guy was.
Very smart.
I like the thought process there.
Very smart play there. Here we go. Again, 5-2. Let's see how this one goes out. Adoki again. So.
I always love the game chat talking to.
Yes. Lucy, you jump scared me. Some friendly banter between players there. Always love to see it in the spirit of good sportsmanship. Again, just defending the sites here. Oh, a welcome mat coming down for them as well. ADS not really going to need to worry about grenades now. Very, very solid approach here. Again, Marietta has to waste as much time as they possibly can to deny this plan. So here we go. 5 seconds to round 8. Let's start this round here. Opening up some sightlines, Pelican firing off a few shots to open sightlines here. Very smart play here. So here we go.
They're just working on their entrances.
Checking the entrances again. One can never be too careful in a game like this. Gonna open up sightlines as well, just to watch down there. And there may be a Doki call coming soon. As you get a little bit of comms going out here. It's just a lot of back and forth between players. Communication key in this game. Here we go. Checking the corners again here. The Doki call coming in. Gonna stop it rather quickly. Not give them any information. Is there a reason why some players might not stop the Doki call?
The only instance I can think of is if you're actively getting pushed and you need to have your gun up. So typically you get a Doki call when you find somebody, you call them, or you can call them here where they're at, and then you can push them. Ideally, you want to turn it off, but if you know there's somebody close, you don't really have a choice but to keep it on. It just allows the enemy to know where you're at.
Yes. Very quickly, Deimos targeting Frost and Frost has 50 health right now. He's gonna spot the toes. He's gonna get one down, not out though. A very good angle there from B-Hack. Getting him on the
I don't know if
kite.
he knows he got him down. Oh, he does. He does.
Oh, the C4. He was trying to chuck that C4 at the bottom and just blow that up. The track's going out there. Just knowing where they are. They're going to get their ace up with 20 HP here. The diffuser has been recovered as well. Getting spotted by an entry device here. 114 going to take
Now
a little bit of damage.
B-Hack has to worry about Vert and now them walking down blue stairs.
Spoon watching this angle. Love the angle to see here. And now things have kind of slowed down a little bit. 30 seconds for WVU. They're going to have to make something happen. I believe the Deimos drone has been calmed. B-Hack a little worse for the wear right now. 28. Things have slowed down. 20 seconds. B-Hack getting one. Dropping, making them drop to the diffuser. The Doki call. He knows he's gonna get him down. The diffuser getting out. Double kill B-Hack. He's not gonna be able. Pelican getting downed. Oh, he saw him. Get a B-Hack with a triple kill. What is this, Scott? What is this?
Okay, I'd like to first point out that Dylan wasn't aimed down sight. Aimed down sight, essentially quick scoped the first guy, switched to his pistol, and then got 2 more kills, which is absolutely ridiculous.
What are we watching here? B-Hack going off to secure Marietta the round. Round 9, 5-3. What a play from B-Hack to keep them in it.
You typically don't see many pistol kills in collegiate games, but now we've seen, well, 3.
As the pistol 4K'd, one of the stronger ones in the game. Mostly seeing a lot of destruction with the super shorty. So here we go. That gives them a little bit of a momentum. They've won 2 in a row. Here we go. 20 seconds.
Yeah, technically they haven't won 2 in a row. They almost got the first round on offense.
My fault.
Just want to make sure we're correct.
My fault.
It was very close. But yeah, that definitely helps because otherwise it would have been map point for WVU Tech.
Yes.
So, but Marietta's going to have to continue this momentum. So we're going to see if BHAC is able to do that for the Pioneers because he has been playing phenomenal in this series.
Yes, phenomenal. Showing off the skill, the veteran knowledge here.
Yeah, we always used to try to convince him to start playing because we always knew he was a great. We always knew he was a great player. He was like, no, I think lacrosse is gonna get in the way, and now he's finally shown why he deserves to be on the starting lineup.
Yes. Now we're gonna hear a little bit of the shots. Very slow start to the round. They're gonna ping just
It's
where
like
things
Dylan's
are.
going on or BHAC, sorry, going on the flank.
Ooh, flank, like to see it.
Looks like they're going for a library side push, top down.
Oh, he's just Spoon gonna get dinked up 66, but they know where they are. A drone going out there, gonna go down. The smoke there to cover his flank here. You're just gonna watch that. WVU Tech going down, 1 down, as
He's knocked down. He's not eliminated yet, but he is knocked.
he is knocked down. Not a kill. Still possible to revive them, and they do revive them. WVU Tech gonna get the diffuser back here. That did slow the round down a little bit. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go in the round. A little bit different. It feels like when Marietta is able to slow the round down a little bit, they kind of take control of it a little bit, as we saw with both Damos taking a huge shot there. 34-20. Players taking damage left and right here. 5v4, you have Spoon going down. Unfortunate to see, and he's just going to be able to see him on quick reactions there to get out. And yes, Niall gonna trade out, not making a 3v4 buyer again. He has been a name that has been said a lot in this booth as he's gone off here. Gonna see one, force the respect, massive. Got the ping going out there. He's just gonna have to cover any and all angles, gonna get down from behind. Again, B-Hack going down. It's still possible.
Yeah, because everyone's so low on health. It's just like you're one-shottable.
Exactly. 15 seconds though. Marietta has to hold out. Jaeger gonna get targeted. 2v2 Buyer getting one. He's gonna get one. 1v2 Niall.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
That's just gonna be all the time that he needs. He's not even gonna try to peek.
No, he's already planted.
He's still planting.
He has to say
He got it.
Operators, you have run out of
He
time.
stopped and ran out of time.
he stopped because he didn't want to die. He was just, I don't know why he stopped. Probably just to save the KD, but nonetheless, Marietta wins the round.
Yes.
Yeah, that gets him back into the series
a
there.
win is a win is a win.
Yep.
Niha with a lot of kills from the Bearing 9 there. Another gun that's not very easy to control.
And we haven't taken a look. Just
Scopos!
if we look at oh yeah.
Scopos was flashed for a little bit there.
Yeah, we're seeing like overall, like Spoon's still with the 862 and the KDA, but speaking with Bayer, I mean he's got 8 kills himself. Like everyone's overall doing pretty well. Although while it does look like Pelican hasn't done a lot of kills, I mean he's more kind of like hang on by the bomb site. So it makes
he's a
sense
support
that
player.
he's not going to be doing as much in terms of KDA. But KDA isn't everything in this game.
Although when the team isn't doing as well, usually the support is the one that ends up top fragging because it's usually the last person alive and they get a lot of empty frags. So it's a good thing to see a support at the bottom of the leaderboard. Usually.
10 seconds.
Because that means everyone else is doing their job.
Exactly.
Yes.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Not preying on Pelican's downfall, but it is.
Objective is to defuse a bomb.
All right, here we go. 3 minutes, round 10. A very quick. They're reinforcing the hatch.
Drop the bomb.
Usually not.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Usually not something that we see a lot there. Doki gonna get hit by the mute jammer. So that adjustment was made probably to stop the Doki here. At least. Proximity alarm going out. Like, Prisma going out there as well. Here we go. Reloading. Oh, Pelican gonna get downed quickly.
He's not out yet, but he is knocked.
Gets knocked down. Pelican just doing everything he can to survive. It's a little bit of a change of pace here. B-Hack getting downed. It's a bit of a change of pace here from WVU Tech here. 5v4 still very much possible. Opening up sightlines to where he can see.
Might be a 5v3 because no one's having an opportunity to revive Pelican. I think he's just going to end up dropping by the bomb site. So that is going to be more difficult for Marietta to recover. But we do see Spoon just check the vertical play. Pelican does end up falling.
Oh, he's going to get one. Spoon going to get one. Nice shot there. The Doki call coming in here. Oh, he's going to get one. He's going to get two. Double
That's huge
kill.
there by Spoon. That was the case carrier.
Oh. He's almost getting a third. He has to be careful though on his left. Hate to see the timing, but Spoon does go down. However, he makes it a 3v possible right now.
I believe Osa did get the shield down in time before she did die, and the diffuser is on the shield, so all they have to do is play off the shield.
Yep, they're just gonna spray through. Oh, he's a little bit going out there from both sides. Just firing. Oh, Niall's gonna get him down, making it a 2v2. 2v possible. The crazy intuition and game sense coming out from Niall.
Looks like WVU Tech is not going for the diffuser as well, unless they have it. I don't believe they do.
No, they do not have the diffuser.
The diffuser's in a very difficult spot for them to grab.
The smoke going out. Oh, he's gonna get him down. Knocked, but not dead yet.
But that's good though because there's just one left, and so I mean, in order to be revived, they can just keep an eye on him while he's bleeding out. So this is exactly what Marietta wants. So the question is, can Neo take him out?
Nail's
and
gonna
he
take
does.
him. Just takes it. Just one
Again,
to the
I will
dome.
reiterate, the SMG-11 is not an easy gun to control, especially at that range. Great shots by Neo.
So Pioneers have now tied it up 5 rounds apiece. So this is a critical round because
A timeout has been called by WVU Tech here.
And just as I presumed, Marietta's picked it up on defense. Now they just need to finish it out strong.
Here we go. Timeout called.
all right. So what does Marietta need to do to close this out?
I just think they need to play patient. Let the gunfights come to them. I think overall they're better than this team, gun skill wise. So I think they just need to play patient, play smart.
Yeah, I
Very
mean, we
smart.
saw there like Spoon getting the 2 kills, which was huge.
So-
and if it weren't just with the fact that he didn't see the person on his left,
Spoon is basically put up there to waste as much time as possible, or is a lot of the roamers in these situations, they're meant to die. They're meant to die and waste time and preferably get kills. When you get as many like frags like that, it makes it way easier for your supports and everybody else to finish off the round.
Yes. A very, very smart play from Marietta.
Attackers need to
Very,
locate and
very,
defuse as many
very-
bombs as they can.
Very, very quick. Again, securing the wall, coming out of the timeout. They have to continue to keep up the pressure. I believe this was the 3rd bomb site, so WVU Tech not really having to think about where the bomb sites are. They're just going to go and find them. Robert's drone in very deep in Marietta. The drone's going out, all except Hilbert. I believe Hilbert's going to swap over to IQ.
Setting the welcome mat.
Hilbert.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Deploying mobile cover.
Here we go.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
The action phase starting, one of the bigger action phases here. One of the bigger action phases that we've seen for Marietta.
still a little slow at start.
Yes, but still The shot's going out. He is just gonna
Okay.
hold that
And
angle.
I think the timeout caused a little bit bugs. I think we're seeing some red or orange outlines when it's supposed to be the other team.
All set. Bench deployed.
Yeah. We
It's a
may
little bit
have.
of a spectating bug.
Yeah.
Makes it more interesting for us. Oh wait, no. Now they're
There's some that's blue. I think it was one that was orange. It was like, I think it's supposed to be the other team, but
Exactly. Unfortunately.
yeah, because like Angry Side, this should be outline blue, but he's orange here.
it says they're blue up there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
if you look down in the actual character silhouette, that's what I
Oh.
mean.
Very slow here. Just trying to play. Now, Bayer gonna get one, and Bayer's just gonna get jumped here. 4v4, Trey's going out. Bayer gonna get downed as well. 4v3 here. But that was not without punishment. 24 health is what they have to play with.
The attacker's bomb diffuser
Yeah, so I
has
mean,
been
well,
dropped.
numbers-wise, it doesn't look like it's in Marietta's favor, but the fact that Ninja Remover is very low in health, the Spoons was trying to get a hit off, but doesn't quite.
Almost getting that. That was a very quick.
That's something I've always wondered about with Siege. How do you ever like not get jump scared and you just start shooting someone and realize actually kill each
Oh,
other?
it happens.
It happens. Team
It-
killing is an unfortunate.
It's not something you see happen in games of this skill level, but it does happen quite a bit.
Okay, because I feel like I would do that all the time, not intentionally, of course.
The round has slowed down a little bit here. 1 minute for WVU to
It's like
make something
Spoon's on the
happen.
flank,
Spoon
doing
is
what he
flanking.
does best.
Here we go. Oh, Buck taking a little bit of damage here. They know. Oh, the smoke going down, and he's just gonna fire through that smoke just to see if he can tag
Looks
somebody.
like they're probably gonna try to plant behind the B bomb chassis.
Oh, Spoon getting one! Spoon gonna get one and do a little bit more punishment to Buck. 58, 24, and 100 is what WVU Tech has to work with right now.
they're gonna
The
drone
drone.
out.
Drone going out. Drone good. He's
They now
gonna
know where
quickly.
both are.
He's gonna have to reposition. A lot of respect being forced. The smoke run out. He's gonna get him, Niall.
Great
With a
shots
quick
on
shot
that.
again. Like you keep saying, not an easy gun to work with. The shotgun Pelican.
Great defense.
And that was
What?
what you were just saying before about Pelican coming through whenever everyone else is down, hugging the bomb site and securing that round.
Yep.
Very quick. That's what you like to see. Your match point for Marietta. This
They
is
brought this back from, I believe, a 4-2.
Yes, it was a 4-2. So I mean, if we look here real quickly, I mean, yeah, it was actually a 5-2 technically speaking.
Yeah. Brought it back from 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 4 unanswered rounds by Marietta.
We still do have one more round to go.
Still
Right.
one more round, but persevering through this.
Yeah, and I know they are hungry for that win because last week, I mean, it was just a heartbreaker in that second map. They know that they could have gotten it, so
Wash.
they want this win.
Wash the bad taste of the last match out from your mouth, gentlemen, and get this final one. Make up for the pain of the last match. Here we go.
What was it the DPO said? Get that bread.
Get that bread.
Gotta get that bread.
Here we go. And it's 10 to 11. 10 seconds. Match point. Here we go.
Bench is ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Grenade.
Here we go.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
We here on the booth, glued to the edge of our seats here. A good match from both teams here. Not really backing off of the other.
The critical thing is going to be that first impression. If Marietta can get that first blood, I think then they can pull this through. Because it seems like whenever they do get that first blood, they're able to secure the round. So I mean, a lot of it's going to come down to see how Spoon does. He's already looking at that door, and there might be someone coming by.
He might be able to.
It doesn't look like it.
No, he might get one here.
So what Spoon's playing right now is essentially what the Fenrir was playing when they were having trouble with it on their attack rounds. He's playing on that top mezzanine spot and trying to get as many picks as possible.
Yeah.
WVU Tech
B-Hack
to the
almost-
bottom.
Biak almost spotting one here. Very interesting angle as his head is still exposed, but again, I am not familiar with Siege enough to know if that's a good. Niall getting downed.
You don't see a lot of bottom up clears.
Nice. Oh,
And there is Case.
4-4 here. Jaeger, Bayer not letting that last one go unanswered. Buck, Spoon getting down. Whoa, Bayer. No, Spoon getting down. Originally knocked. Double kill from Scythe there. They do not, I believe they have the diffuser, and he's just gonna fall back. Know that there may still be somebody there. B-Hack, I believe, on the flank, and he's just gonna...
He tried to get, but it got spotted.
Hate to see it, the quick turnaround. Jaeger targeted by Deimos right now. Very annoying little piece of work there.
Deimos in the mud room. Bayer's gonna be pinched if he doesn't rotate out of here soon.
He knows it too. You may know the drone coming out as well. I believe Pelican gonna move a little bit, just gonna hold that angle, a very smart angle to hold. He might just be able to see Bayer gonna get another double kill. Bayer getting backed up by Pelican here. And it's 2v2. 2 against 2. 2 against manageable. Oh, just gonna make a little bit of noise. That's all. He barely spots the head. That would have been amazing to get down. Oh, here we go. The proximity alarm going off, noting Scythe. Jaeger targeted again by Deimos. Pelican gonna have to move a little bit here. Not too much, but
20 seconds remaining.
he's gonna see him. He's gonna just barely see the head and miss, but he's gonna get him down. 6 again, 6 HP, 2 HP. All he can do to say, he's just gonna go down. Attackers winning, unfortunately.
Yeah, Pelican got knocked down and then Bayer was taken out, so we are going to go into overtime rounds.
Yes. How many rounds is overtime?
Well, it's at least 2. So we'll see who starts where. It looks like Marietta's going to start on defense here, so it's whoever wins 2. But here's the thing. If both sides win a round each, then there's an overtime match point where it's just whoever wins it takes it all. It's not like Valorant where you just keep playing until someone wins by 2.
Scopos here on Bayer. Bayer on Scopos here.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Very, like I said, a match that we as casters love to cast. Neither side really backing down. So, an interesting switch to Scopos. Why do you think they swapped over to Scopos?
To be quite honest, I have no clue. I've never seen Scopos played in a competitive match. As you know, I left last year. It'll be interesting to see how they use the Scopos here. Looks like he's going to put one in the blue hallway.
Yes, when one is not in
hallway.
use, it will deploy a bulletproof shield and just sit there.
Yeah, I think I was talking to them last week because it was first determined that Scopos was playable despite the fact being a newer op, and they told me that Scopos is integrated in several of their strategies. So it's interesting to decide to bring out the Scopos now, but they have had her in several of their compositions.
Probably a little bit to shake up how they play. Maybe not going with an unconventionals play. Maybe what they need. Here. As it acts also as a camera as well.
I forgot about that. Scopus does have the bulletproof shield does act as a camera.
On the edge.
It also makes it easier for Bayer to rotate too. If he gets pushed out of this right here and he gets sandwiched, he can just switch bodies.
Oh, the cluster charge going out. They heard that on camera as well.
Through the K9 balcony here. They're going for a top down.
Spoon gonna get down, but not without.
Actually, it's Pelican.
Pelican, my fault. Gonna get down, but not without giving a little bit of damage here. Going out with a little bit of a fight, making it 5v still possible here. Interesting, constantly swapping between able to move and not being able to swap bodies here. He's gonna destroy the drone.
But that means he's gotten spotted though.
He
He has to be
knows-
careful.
they
He's
know
being
where he
shot
is.
at.
Just gonna do a little bit of a quick peek here, just trying to see if he can get something. Shots coming out from both sides. Not gonna get anything. The round slowed down a little bit here as well. Gonna see a drone.
players going on the flank.
Oh, he's gonna get one down. Bayer gonna get a 4, making it 4v4 here. He's gonna get 1 as well. There you go. Just gonna fire through that as the smoke goes out there.
WVU Tech is, they got the.
Oh, he's gonna get him!
You get the plan, but they get one knocked.
From above. And he's gonna try to punish from above. Scopo's taking a little bit of damage there as well. He heard, he knows. 2v3 here. He's gonna start to counter defuse. He's gonna be,
Just hold the diffuser here.
he could hold it, they just need to hold the diffuser. And then they're just gonna get him down.
Yeah, they get it.
They gotta go, they gotta run, and it's good. A very quick win there. Very smart play. One stuck it while the others kind of walked around.
See, that's a great example of why you need to take round slow in WVU Tech's terms. So they planted very, very prematurely, which allowed that their whole team wasn't in great position to defend that. So Marietta took advantage of them prematurely planting, and they won that round.
Very smart there. One holding the one again, one sticking the other's people.
See, like typically you would want somebody outside of that breach watching, but there were only 3 people left, and 2 of them they were both on the main stairs for some reason.
I think they were a little low on time too, so they might felt like they were forced to try to play, even though they weren't ready. But this is now match point for Marietta. If they take this, they win the whole thing. If they don't take it, there will be one more round, but that will be the overtime match point for the whole map.
And they will be on defense.
And you better believe if they win this, there's going to be a lot of noise coming from outside in the room.
All the more reason why we need to get some soundproof walls. So if you guys want to give your Prime Gaming subscriptions to us so we can get some soundproof walls, we would greatly appreciate that. Because we might need it in about 3
5
minutes.
seconds to overtime match point here. 2 seconds, 1 second. Let's go. Bios here. 3-minute action phase. Who has the diffuser here? Pelican on ace. Fire gonna get immediately knocked.
So, yeah.
That's visual boss G spawn peak.
That is unfortunate.
He's not eliminated though, so they might be able to try
I
it.
presume somebody's running laps for that.
Yeah. Pelican's going to get back up. I mean, of course, it's not a great start, but at least he was not taken out. But the rules usually say that you can spawn peek after 2 seconds after the round begins.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is typically like, you don't have to wait that 2 seconds.
And
yes,
sometimes it's
the
hard to
finger boost
time.
going out there.
Yeah, just trying to give a little extra health boost as they are entering the building. Like, I think remember we had that one match last year where we had to recontest and they determined it was like 2.14 seconds or something like that. But as frustrating as it was, kudos to him to be able to actually get the exact time.
Yeah, here we go here.
I remember last year there was a big problem with getting spawn peeked. Only seeing one, that's perfect. But, well, not perfect, but
It's still, they were able
a step
to
in the right direction.
Yeah.
Gonna breach. Oh, missing the breaching hammer there. But gonna be able to get that again. Here we go. On the 3 pings going out, already spotting a few. 1 minute and 40 seconds left for the defenders. I'm not gonna lie, when he went down, I thought he died of fall damage. Or got knocked because of fall damage. The Fenrir grenade just going out. Here we go. Oh, Spoon getting down, taking buckshot to the chest there. And they're gonna ping the Fenrir grenade. And he's gonna quickly be. Fenrir's gonna have to rotate out as he has been spotted here. Bayer gonna trade out. 4v4 here. 4v3 and impact grenade getting B-hack.
He's got pokeballed.
The adrenaline surge going out as well. Gonna barely see it. He's gonna barely see the head. Gonna get him! What a shot by Bayer! First going down in the first few seconds of the round. 2 Finka boosts going out, and now getting a crazy headshot to make it 3-3 possible here.
That's 30 seconds. They're going to have to move. He saw the zombie.
Gonna get him!
One.
A triple kill! This is crazy!
Pelican goes down though, so it's just Neil and Bayer.
2v1, but that is all the information he needs, and it is impossible. It is still possible here.
He's got 15 seconds to take down the last 2. Gonna pull off the
There he
finger boost.
goes.
Here we go.
He's getting spotted by Cam.
He's just gonna check every corner he can. Get pinned a little
Yeah, I
bit.
think they're just going to run away because they just keep their distance. And
Yeah, the crossfire set up there, and here we go. Overtime, match point, sudden
Marietta on
death.
defense.
yeah, so that helps. But I mean, it's still a critical round. They could take this and they win. Otherwise, we're going to a
Map.
whole new map.
Map 3, which is, I believe it's Cafe Dostoevsky.
Yep.
Yes.
So, swapping over to defense, 7-7. Love to see it here. A hard-fought match on both sides. There's Spoon pulling out Fenrir here.
It's worked for WVU Tech, so
This is. I can tell you one thing's for sure. I don't think he's supposed to be. Wait, never mind. I think he can play Fender here.
Here we go. This is going to be an interesting round. The group. Here we go. Damos and Thatcher, and also almost WVU almost going with a whole new roster down there at the bottom as they can swap.
yeah, they're just you're changing it up. They didn't like what they see, so they're just changing ops to based on
Yes.
the place.
Typically,
I
teams
said,
have a.
did I say roster?
Yeah, but I mean,
My
we know
fault.
what you meant with the composition.
Typically, teams have like a 5-stack lineup of operators that they run for a certain site. So what I'm presuming happened is they guessed wrong, and they've actually found the bomb, so they switched to the operators that they like to use for this site.
Yes. And Thatcher here. Thatcher, the EMP grenade, going to be a little bit of an issue here for Marietta. Let's see how they can deal with it. 7-7 overtime match point. 3 minutes to whoever wins this. So, here we go.
Stage doesn't get bigger than this.
Again, some laps already going to probably be issued. Oh, there's just going to be a lot of spray, and he's going to mark that and just get out of there as quickly as possible. Just not going to let them get anything for free.
Yeah, but
I'll check your right.
He's got to respect in case anyone's trying to go up the stairs, but he's going to check back to
Yep.
see.
Oh, there's a drone. He's going to get droned. But the drone's going to be quickly stopped there as well. A very slow round for WVU Tech. A very slow round. Also, 5v4. B-Hack getting downed immediately. That drone was huge for WVU Tech. However, it is still possible. Oh, he's going to hear them on stairs. He's just going to hold, and he's going to get one. 4v4 here. From Bayer, who we keep saying that man's name. He keeps coming up, having a heck of a game right now.
Yeah, he's going to fall back, though, because, I mean, usually when you get your pick, they know where you're at, so you got to get out of there before you
Got
get
to
for the refrag.
You gotta
So
quickly get out of there.
You got to deny the refrags in a game like this. Minute 22 remains, 4v4. Marietta's holding pretty well here, all things considered.
They're gonna have WVU gonna have to speed up their process a little bit, but not overextend. He's gonna get. Oh no! I hate to see it losing the one, but that's just gonna be another ping for Marietta. More information. The puzzle slowly falling into place. 55 seconds till they win.
Aaron has
We go.
Sorry, Spoon has an incredible vert angle on this breach here.
Yeah, the Thatcher grenade going out, getting one.
It looks like there's somebody up there challenging his vert now. I don't know if he sees him. Looks like 2 people.
There was somebody right there, and he has to quickly, he's gonna get down from below, I believe. 26 seconds. Ace, they dropped the diffuser. He's been knocked. He's gone down from Pelican, and there
This
we
is
go.
going to be a great play from Nihil here. He's going to try to deny the plant with the Echo drone.
Yeah,
if
he
they don't
did-
see the Echo drone, then WVU loses. this round.
15 seconds. Time. Not on their side.
It's just
Pelican.
Nihil that's left,
8,
though.
7. Gonna get one. This is
to
not hard. This is not an easy gun. 2, 1. Plant.
Oh my god.
Deny! He got it!
That's the Echo drone
was
did it!
crazy.
Oh my gosh! What? A crazy match, a crazy finish, a hard-fought victory for the Pioneers. What?
Nihil
What a
with the-
round!
Get him in here.
That was
Get him in here.
amazing.
Get him in here.
We'll get him in here. Hold on. Let me get everything set up here. But that was insane. Just being down by that, but coming back. Just popping the Echo drone to take that 8-7.
Not even just popping the Echo drone there, knowing that there was somebody flanking him, shooting him, and then getting on the Echo cam is just crazy game sense.
Yeah, you can hear the excitement for the team. Their first, I mean, even though it's only their second game, their first win of the season.
Statement win.
And just so how close it was there to the very last second, considering that the first game, they were flawless, but they really had to fight and earn that win.
A hard-fought victory, as the victory screen did say there. Very well on both sides. On mechanically, the technically, knowing game sense wise where everything was, shots, the gunfights being very balanced. I think this was a really good matchup for Marietta, as it kind of pushed some of the players to their limit. Maybe some shattering through a skill ceiling that they may not have known. But Marietta still comes away with the win, 8-7.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to take a break, and we're going to talk to some of our players and see what happened there with that victory. So don't go away. We'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, and welcome back. So, first of all, introduce yourself to everyone who is watching.
Hello, my name is Nihil. I was the one playing Mute and Echo on the defense rounds, and mainly Ash and Finka on the attack rounds for at least Chalet that last game.
All right, so congratulations on your first victory of the season. How does that feel?
It feels great, and honestly feels really amazing. We walked into this game feeling a lot better than we did the last game. We are a lot more connected as a team. We're making more call-outs. We're more coordinated. We were definitely a lot better as a team.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about that because last week it was a heartbreaking loss because it was just right there. So what were some of the adjustments that you guys made to go into this matchup?
So we just had to go in realizing keep our heads up no matter how long the game is going, no matter if we're down all 6 rounds or we're up all 6 rounds and we're winning next round. No matter how long the game goes, keep your head up. And anything is winnable.
Okay.
No matter the situation, it's winnable.
All right, so we first got to talk about map 1.
Yeah.
Border,
yeah.
Like 7-0,
7-0.
flawless. What happened there? What worked?
We just kind of just went for it. We don't even have, we haven't even discussed border. And we just went in there. We talked about what was going to go on, and we just went in there and did it.
Yeah, on the fly.
Yep.
All right, now we knew, and we talked about this in between the maps that you guys were talking about that Monty strat, and we were not so sure about whether they pull off. So you got to talk about that Monty strat.
No matter what Spencer always says, the Monty strat always works. You don't doubt the Monty strat.
Okay.
Never.
All right. So then you get to Chalet, which is a map that should be more comfortable with, but it definitely went back and forth. So what were some of the struggles that you guys noticed when you started playing in Chalet?
I think Border, we didn't drone as much. I think, especially on on attack, we weren't droning as much. We didn't get clears, and I think Chalet is one of the more played maps. I don't think Border's played as much as Chalet is. So I think we were kind of on even ground. So we both had strats. We both knew how to go on the fly about certain things and adapt. So it was kind of a pretty even battle there. I think Border isn't played as much. So I think it's kind of just whatever was going to happen with that.
Okay.
Is what I think.
So you get to the overtime rounds. You're at the overtime match point. You're at actually match point like 3 times during all that. So I mean, what is the communication going on during those rounds?
It's just, honestly, it's just the same as it's like the little discussions we have between the rounds. But it's the same as it would be round 1. It's just the same call outs. We're calling if we're going to be playing somewhere else so someone else can adapt to that. But yeah, it's pretty similar to just round 1. We're just communicating like normal.
Okay, so just going back to what you're saying, no matter whether it's 6-6 or whatever it is, you just take every round one at a time.
Exactly.
All right, so then we got to talk about what probably has to be the play of the whole series. You on Echo, it's 2v1. You got your drone hidden so they can't see it. You take out one guy behind you, and then you pull off the clutch of the century with the Echo. I don't even know what you call it. Just enough to stun him, to stop them from planning, and that secured the match. So you gotta talk about that here.
So I was just rushing around because I heard one guy was in trophy behind me, and I knew 2 people were in front of me. I had to get off my cams immediately, kill that guy in trophy, and I had to just wait for the call of where the guy was planting. I already had my drone looking there. All I had to do was just flip open my cam, wait for the timer to go at the very most half a second, just so he can't get down to plan again, just disorient him, and that's all it takes.
All right. Anything else you'd like to say to everyone who's watching?
Thank you guys for your support for my first win. This is my first ever Collegiate R6 season and my first ever win. It feels great, and you were all here to witness it.
Well, congratulations, and hopefully we'll be able to repeat that again next week.
Surely.
All right, so that's going to be it for us here for today. So thank you so much for watching. Just to give you an idea of what's going on for the rest of this week, tomorrow our Fortnite team is back. Even though they've already qualified for the ECAC playoffs, they will be playing in the second round. That'll be at 8 o'clock. And then on Friday, our Overwatch team will return. They'll be playing against Southern Virginia at 7 o'clock. So please be sure to join us there. But for all the latest updates with what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us here on Twitch, X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Shoutouts to all of our supporters and shoutouts to all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. We truly appreciate your support, and we hope you have a great evening. Have a great night.